Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. How you doing, Marcus?
Not too bad. I slept in, so I mean, I'm okay.
I hate you a little bit. For those who don't know, this past weekend was the Toronto Comic Con, and myself and much of the raid crew were at the show, and it was a fantastic time. Thank you for everybody who came out and said hello, supported us, bought some books. It was fantastic, but man, is it tiring, and it doesn't seem, and it seems to get more tiring with every year. Or maybe
Yeah.
it's just we're not used to it after 2 years of a quarantine and a pandemic. So, but it was nice to be out and see friendly faces and get out there. And hopefully next time, Marcus, you can join us.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make the efforts to try to join the gang for sure.
Um, but while we were at the con this weekend, the campaign was doing wonderfully. We weren't able to keep on top of it as much as we would have liked to, but we did hit our last stretch goal, which was bringing a neon ink cover to the artwork of Scott Hepburn. So, for those who don't know, when a book goes to print using the CMYK method, there are four colors used: C, M, Y, and K: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. And these colors are mixed to make all the colors you see in a book, basically. But they're also quite limited. You don't always see. You always get the rich colors that you would in, for example, like on your TV, which is RGB, red, green, and blue. So Pantone, the company, will make custom colors, and for our stretch goal, that we've set for the next stretch goal, is to bring one of these custom ink colors to the cover and really pop Scott Hepburn's art. So this is our new stretch goal that we set over the weekend after we met our French Flaps stretch goal, which was the extended cover elements on the outside of the front and back elements of the cover. Basically, this just gives us fun to play with design and bring in new elements and all that kind of stuff. So
Oh, it's gonna look great.
people can see like on the screen here where we have like the poster image of Scott's cover. That is like a pure magenta, and then you can see the Pantone beside it, or a representation thereof, which is much brighter. So we want to really bring that color to Scott's cover to help it pop, basically. And so that is our new stretch goal at 40K to help us cover the costs of bringing this custom color to the cover of the book. And you know what? We're not that far off. We're about 1,500 off from the stretch goal. I think our campaign is sitting around 38,500, and so we're getting close. And everybody who backs a book or increases their actual donation helps us reach this goal sooner.
Also,
And
sharing would be an amazing help as well. So thank
yeah,
you everyone who's shared and done their part
exactly.
in
It's a
helping us.
I've been coming to use. We're a community driven publisher here with Raid Press because
Yeah.
it's really our fans that are helping us make these books possible. And as they spread the word, as they share what we're doing, and helps us support all these great independent artists, basically. Um, and to also help us along, I think it's this week, and Sam can correct me with some notes in the bottom, but I think it's today or this week sometime. We're going to be dropping by popular demand because they've only been available in the early bird and super fan tiers, which are now all sold out across the board. So, which is amazing and fantastic. But we're going to be dropping a copy or 5 copies of the Cosmonaut print, the silk screen, into the back end of the add-on section. So if you're snappy, if you're quick enough, you can grab one of these gems in the back end of the add-on section of our campaign. They'll be going for $60 Canadian, and they are actual screen prints using a two-color process, hand done by a local screen printing company here in Toronto, and they are looking fantastic. But also in the add-on section, you will also find Mr. Marcus Toe's slipcase that will be going for that is for sale in all the tiers and all the
Mhm.
elements. And basically, in the add-on section, we have a representation
The
of the
slipcase.
slipcase. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
using some stock art we had from on hand from the project just to give an idea of design and elements. But Marcus Doe has been busily working away on the actual original art
Yeah.
for the slipcase, and basically the slipcase involves the first three volumes of the book. And people are asking why only the first three. Well, basically, we're looking them at the first trilogy of books um, containing the kind of our first steps into the anthology world. And with KLAATU, our current campaign, we'll be doing the next three. So the next three books will receive their own slipcase as well. And we'll be changing design styles and approaches to the book as we discover and try new things. So
Mhm.
we really wanted to give the first three books their own kind of nice home on the shelf for fans, and just to kind of give them the royal treatment. You know, it was our first
Mhm.
steps out into the printing world, and a lot of us really came together and worked on these books wholeheartedly and enthusiastically. So Marcus was kind enough to lend his talents to do the artwork as a tribute to the Raid Bot, which was our mascot for the first three books, basically. And I think Marcus is going to try to share his screen here.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. So here's
and
my screen.
let's see here. Are we experiencing technical difficulties?
No, I'm just taking a
There we go.
while. There we
There
go.
we go. I see it coming
There
up
we
in the
go.
back end here.
Yeah. And now
You
we gotta
know,
pipe it in. Okay.
there we go. So this is the template of the slipcase right now, as
Yep.
without Marcus's art here. And
Hmm.
Marcus, I'll let you walk. I'll let you walk us through this, basically.
Yeah. So this was a really nice collaborative process. Ramon and I had a lot of discussions about what we wanted to do. There was a lot of great conversations with them. You know how we wanted to approach this kind of a dedication to the raid bots. And as you see, we have a lot of these elements that were designed by Tansi Zonchik,
Yeah,
and then the green area was where we thought we would place my art. So my first idea initially was kind of a tribute to all the characters that we created in the, I guess, the cover elements of
yeah,
the books.
yeah,
So we've been trying to kind of utilize some of the inside elements outside of the actual stories to kind of create our own narratives. So I thought maybe, you know, something that has our characters that we're creating, you know, spotlighted on there. Another
mm-hmm.
one I had was kind of a an event where we can go towards the new. So a lot of the creatures that are in the distance are things that maybe we want to incorporate in future raid
Yeah,
anthologies.
yeah,
Um, the next one we started to scale back a bit and thought, well, what? How was this grade bot created? Perhaps the mad scientists like us as creators, we created this monster. So we really leaned into that at the moment, and it kind of really flourished from there because we thought it would be a great idea to see kind of how the mad scientist created our lovable mascot.
yeah,
So we had a few ideas. Um, you know, utilizing a lot of that Frankenstein elements where, you know, he's alive,
yeah, yeah,
where we have just kind of something fun. You know, we're all creatives, and we all come up with all these ideas and stuff, and sometimes they run amok, and sometimes they're you know, we a lot of us feel like we're mad scientists already. So
oh yeah,
it really kind of fit the theme what we're doing with the raid and the raid anthologies, because we're just throwing a bunch of ideas. This is an opportunity. These anthologies are an opportunity for us to explore story ideas that we don't necessarily normally get to do in our everyday work.
yeah,
So us leaning into this. creation theme,
Yeah.
creating the monsters in our books and the monsters
Yeah.
in our lives. And I think we really, as a group, I think really gravitate towards that. So this is, kind of, I think, what we were leaning into.
Yeah, when I remember when Tonchi Zonjic created the raid bot originally with the first volume, and that's like the more computer generated image he did in Blender there in the bottom right. His whole idea was that each arm of the raid bot was an arm of one of the studio members creating or going about how they created work. So on the first cover of volume 1 of our anthology, you can actually see like different aspects of like piles of art and tablets and different things like that. And that was kind of his homage to the machine that was the creativity of the creative machine of this of Raid basically. And then we just had fun with it and evolved from there. So I think maybe the mad scientist in these images is maybe Tanchi. He's
Maybe.
the scientist creating this wonderful robotic being basically with
Yeah.
all the creative appendages and creative brains
Yeah.
inside of it. But yeah, these are great ideas that Marcus brought forth, and now we're just playing with it. And
Hmm.
hopefully, in about a week or so, we look forward to sharing the final design
And I
of
think
what
that's
we
the
end up going
fun,
with.
and that's the fun thing about kind of what I think we're doing as a group, because it is, we try to be very collaborative. So a lot of the things we do as a group is always great. Like when I was working on these covers, guys like Damien, Danish, Ramon, all these guys all these people at the studio that really lended their hand, and the bot in a lot of ways represents those kind of ideas where there's many hands make you know
Yeah, no, it's
little
true. It's
work.
still
And
it's still a representation of what's happening behind the scenes, right? Like
yeah,
it's everybody's giving input and critiques and helping you know just help us refine whether it's this book or this project or any project we
hmm
work on. We'll often look over each shoulder and help each other out. I know Damien's been indispensable with some design elements of the book as well, and guys like Eric and Rob and
hmm
have helped proofread as as well. So there's so many aspects that the team comes together on these things, whether it's for the book itself, the Kickstarter campaign, or the
hmm
art involved in the projects as well. So yeah, it's super excited to have this kind of nice homage to our first 3 books and really give them a home on the shelf. And then also excited that we're going to be doing another 3 books with
hmm
their own future slipcase and showcasing not only the raid talents, but we're really leaning into international talents with the future raid anthologies, really giving or trying to give a voice to new creators just looking for an opportunity
hmm
to tell a story, or established creators just looking to let loose and try something different that they're unable to do in their normal 9 to 5
Yep.
of working for Marvel or DC, Dark
and
Horse, or
and that's
whoever it
the
might be.
beauty that's the
Yeah,
beauty of short stories, of what we can do, because
yeah,
you could really play
yeah,
with different ideas, and have a way to just kind of test things out. And so
yeah,
these are the scientists, motif of this works really well in my
yeah.
opinion, because
Maybe we should carry him through to the future books.
we'll see. But I think that's the beauty of also
Yeah,
creating these things, is because when you try it once or twice, maybe it sparks an idea that you never
yeah.
thought you would have had.
No, that's very true. It's so true. So I guess I think that's about it for us today. I don't want to like drag this on more than we have to, but
Yeah,
we just wanted to give everybody a quick update and
yeah,
um, just say if you can spread the word, help us out. Thank you for everybody who has pledged already. This has
thank
been
you.
beyond our wildest dream, the support that came together on this project so quickly, and for the appreciation of the art and artists involved for that matter. Um, but yeah, so we got the new stretch goal. We want to add some bright '80s neon pink to the cover, really make it pop on the stands, and we'll be sharing our final choice on the cover art in the week to come. We got 10 days left to go on this campaign, and I'm hoping we can get a couple more stretch goals in if possible to make this book sing and give people a little bit extra on top of the book as well. So that's it for me for now. Marcus, thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And we'll see everybody next Monday, I believe. See you later.
See you.